Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. It's been a little bit. I took a week off last week, at least for making full videos. I think I made a short or something. But it was a busy week, both with work and a life stuff. One of our dogs was sick. So this video is a little bit of a chiller video. No big life-changing topics or anything like that. Just a good old-fashioned sketch and talk kind of video. In this video, I'm going to be watercoloring this little sketch of a knight about to fight a red dragon. The dragon will be red later on. Spoiler alert, I guess. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to chill, relax. Like I said, it's been a stressful week. I had a stressful work week, and then also, like I said, one of our dogs got sick. So yeah, I didn't have a lot of time to make YouTube videos or work on the comic or anything like that. And you know, that's fairly normal. You know, life gets in the way sometimes, and that's okay. Generally, I do my best to treat times like that as the universe kind of telling me it's time to take a break, and doing so, you know. I find that in the journey and in life, it'll kind of present you with natural breaks. And when that happens, it's best to kind of lean into it and just appreciate it for what it is. In regards to the drawing here, I am pretty much just inking, doing my thing. I think, you know, I'm not a super experienced watercolor painter, watercolor artist. I would say this is like my fourth or fifth watercolor piece or sketch, you know. I haven't really done a full watercolor piece yet. I'm kind of working up to it as I learn the medium and the way it flows and its freaking chaotic nature. I'm still definitely learning, you know, the process of layering things, how colors in this medium work together. I mean, they work together the same as others, but they kind of all blend sometimes, especially if you're doing more of a wet on wet, which I do in this I do a wet on wet, I guess, process in this video, which typically I don't in the sketches I've done. You guys haven't really seen any of my other ones, but I typically don't load the brush as much with water. But I really wanted to try something different and just let go and not really worry about things and just let the colors fall where they may. I think it turned out pretty cool. It definitely is different than my typical stuff, which is exciting. I think it kind of is interesting to play with style in this way and just see how my art style kind of functions and reacts in a different medium. So I really enjoyed doing this. It's super relaxing. I'm definitely going to do more, at least personally. If you want to see more watercolor as I kind of learn the medium and take on this journey, or this, I guess, little journey within the artistic process, let me know. And I'll definitely make more watercolor videos because I really enjoy it. But here I'm just laying down some basic color blocking, kind of doing a bit of a wash, I guess, as well. I don't really know the watercolor terms. I've just been watching a lot of watercolor stuff and like trying to pick up as much useful information as possible. I'm definitely not, like I said, a super pro watercolor, but you know, I do know obviously basic color theory and stuff like that for making the comic and digitally coloring and all that kind of stuff. So in the beginning here, I'm really just laying in my color blocks, and I found that the watercolor process, at least as far as I'm aware, is pretty much like you let the colors kind of flow together more, of course, because, you know, it's water, and you kind of let them, I don't know, to me it feels like, at least the way I watercolor this, like the piece is kind of moving within itself. Like it's very soft, very obviously layered, like you layer colors on top of each other to create, you know, new tones and stuff like that. You're kind of mixing colors on the actual page or the paper or whatever you're drawing on. It was just kind of a unique, different experience. I feel like when you're doing digital color, which is what I'm typically used to, you know, you have literally the entire world's worth of color options to pick from. But when you're working from a specific palette, you're definitely more limited and have to make more, I would say, creative decisions. And I think it's a limitation that really helps. You know, I probably should have started doing this before jumping into digital color. The restriction really shows you how colors actually work. So, you know, if you're more of a digital artist, or maybe a digital colorer in general, lots of ers in this video, you know, maybe take a leap and try doing something traditional. I definitely learned a lot from it. I'm definitely, like I said, going to do more. And yeah, it was just a great learning experience, seeing how it all actually works and looks in the real world. But here I'm kind of just continuing to layer, continuing to put more more color in. I kind of worked from a desaturated, I guess, color palette to one that's more saturated, and kind of push the reds and all the other colors over that like light blue and then the red of the dragon. Obviously, like if you watch my color process video, I know that warm colors kind of go to the front, blue or cooler tones recede to the back. So I really wanted this knight kind of down in the bottom left to be more in shadow, and like he's hiding from this dragon basically. So I kind of wanted to push him down and really give the dragon power in this scene with the color, because he's red, he's bold. He really contrasts the cooler tones in the background, and sticks out. That part I'm good with. Like I may not be the best with the actual medium, but like I really leaned on my inking skills and my color theory, I would say, knowledge in this painting. So by the end I think it works out, but I think once I get my watercolor skills kind of up to snuff, I think it'll all really flow in a really pleasing way together. Like I'm really excited to see where I go with this, just because it's a really nice outlet to paint and do something a little bit less serious, something where I'm not trying to control things so much and just let the paint flow and do its thing. But here I'm kind of laying in some colored pencil. I think it really adds some cool texture and it fills in some of those red areas. And I also peeled off the washi tape way too early. I shouldn't have done that, because I did this and I realized, wow, I still have a lot of shading left to do. So, non-pro tip here, don't peel off your tape too early, because I did that and then my paint kind of streaks out of this super nice looking box, and that's okay. It is what it is. It's in my watercolor sketchbook, so I don't really care too much. Here I'm adding in some more, I would say, saturated shadows, trying to shape things out a bit more and just add some more life, I guess, to the piece and make it feel a little bit less flat, which I would say this is my favorite part, because I feel like, every time you paint, digital painting or traditional, like you go through this period where things just look like trash and you don't really like it, and you kind of come out the other end, and I feel like once you start shading is when it really is like, oh, this is an actual piece of artwork and not just like a bunch of wet noodly colors on a page. But yeah, so mixing in these more like shadow shapes and shadow layers with the colored pencil, just kind of blending things together, giving things a little bit more life was very pleasing, and I was very grateful to see it happen. I also laid this kind of orange-yellow wash over the middle there, kind of just to simulate maybe some light shining down. I was kind of going for like a cloudy sky vibe, and just kind of draw a little bit more focus to the night, so he's not totally in the background and has some importance too, right? He has a little bit of yellow and warm tone over him now. And then I went in and did something kind of unique that I've never really done with my inking, is I added all these little tiny inking hatch marks. When I was doing this, I was, for whatever reason, I thought of like Vincent van Gogh. A lot of his paintings have this like hatching style to it with his, like the way he paints. So I kind of simulated that with my inking, and I already do this kind of hatched inking line thing specifically to like my artwork. I've noticed I really, I think, exacerbated on it here, and I think it came out with something really pleasing. That's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like and all that good stuff. Definitely a more chill video this week. If you want to see more chill stuff like this instead of the videos that are more tutorial based or targeted on, I guess, the artistic lifestyle or whatever, let me know. But yeah, that's the video, guys. Thanks for hanging out. If you have any watercolor tips as well, for those of you that in the comments that are experienced watercolors, let me know. I would love some critique here. just to help me learn the medium and all that good stuff. And if you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe and comment and all that stuff that YouTube, you're supposed to do on YouTube or whatever. And yeah, thanks for hanging. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you when I see you.